It's probably best if
So here we are. We're back in Skyrim again. I'm on headphones because I noticed the first episode had a little bit of echo, and that should do it out. So we're just gonna play along for a little while. So this should be all a lot better audio-wise. I've up the game volume. And do you remember what I was saying earlier? See, look, it will tell you when you can harvest things.
if the rebels have themselves a dragon, Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
So there's some mountain flowers. No doubt they'll come in handy when we get to the alchemy part, which is where you brew potions and things. So handy skill. Okay, so what's that up there? There's a whole thing. I'll follow this guy. Mountain flowers. Good for something, I'm pretty sure they are.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow.
There we go.
When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing.
Draugr.
I still don't much like the look of it.
Kind of like the Celtic equivalent of a mummy, or the undead, or a ghoul. And there are lots of them. Oh, look. There's the Mage Stone. That would give you 20% faster magic.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient.
There's the Warrior Stone. All combat is faster.
Skyrim's landscape.
And there are loads of these all over Skyrim. So I'm gonna go for the Thief Stone because it's better archery.
It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know.
So that should make my archery and my sneaking about skills a bit better. You can always come back to these. But I've got a sneaky feeling, pun intended, that being a thief would be quite handy. Look, there's a thing up there.
As far as I'm concerned, you've already earned the pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers.
A pardon for what exactly? That's my big thing. Oh, you could get a pardon. It's like, well, you know, we never really established what I'd been up to. Oh. No. Take an arrow. Boom. Now, the thing about animals, as we learned with the bears, what? 2 of your kind are dead. And you thought... Yeah, getting my arrow back. And a wolf pelt. And more of my arrows back. So what about your 2 bestest friends in the whole world are completely dead? And now I've got all your stuff. How's that working out for you?
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
So as you discover places, they sit on your map. And you can do things. You can fast travel between them if you're not too over encumbered.
Uncle Halvor, Hadvar, what are you doing?
Are you on leave from shores, boats. What happened to you, boy? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
She's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
It really was.
Flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? If you keep on like this, everyone in town... I've got better things to do.
Now, there's a good reason we're going to talk to this guy. And his good lady wife is that they're like our first mates that we meet in these things in Skyrim. And they're going to let us use the forge, which is another thing that you can use to modify and improve weapons and things.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Of course, take what you need. But what's all this about? What are you two doing here?
And all these, as you'll see here, will restore health if you're injured. So it's probably worth snagging an awful lot of things. Lockpicks are always good, potion of mile healing, and a red apple. Yeah, that's good.
What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was. A dragon here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons.
Yep, everything's
From
kicking
a
off.
company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Cool. So let's do this. And how do I get to Whiterun from here? Or how do I get to Whiterun from here?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
I'm not going to do a silly voice. So how about...
Jarl
what can you tell me about the Jarl?
He rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though.
Which side in the war does he favour?
I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends.
So that's... basically you're in the middle of a civil war. The Stormcloaks are on one side, the Empire's on the other. So, can I use your forge?
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Who's Elisif?
Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torig, you know. Walked right into his palace in solitude and killed him. Shouted him down, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days.
Okay, so that's pretty much it.
Good day.
Let's see, can we take these? We can take these.
Come, you two must be hungry.
We take the bread? We
Sit
can
down
take
and
the
I'll get
bread.
you something to eat.
That's a big chicken's egg.
Now then, boy.
And a spud.
Helgen was destroyed? How did you get away?
I don't know where
Get
to
all
start.
of this.
You know I was assigned to
Salmon steak,
Talia's
we'll have
store.
that.
We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
When your friend told me, I didn't believe it at first either.
Morris Mercy. A dragon?
Oh, there we go. And let's look at apparel. So hide boots are armor 6. Imperial light armor's armor 25. Stormcloak cuirass, armor 23. So we pretty much got the best things on. We're going to hang on to the novice hood and novice robes, just in case magic becomes a thing. But yeah. So,
Helgen? Wait,
yeah,
you been here
dragons.
at any moment?
Dragons in Helgen.
I'm
Oh,
sure
that's
Riverwood
foolish.
will be
You can
all
take
right.
that. If you can't take it, you basically
Sure
get.
to send soldiers. Go,
I take that.
Hadvar. Let's hear the rest of it.
I would take the iron dagger.
Much more to tell.
Yeah, not much more to tell. We don't know each other. Dragon came. We can book.
I don't know if anyone else.
Bye. So, the reason... let's check what sort of time it is. It's 7:27 PM. So we've got just enough time, because most shops are open till 8 PM in Skyrim. And this is the Riverwood Trader. So we're going to go in here. Hopefully
Well,
the trader's still here.
do something.
Splendid.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh?
This is important.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Well, I don't know what you overheard. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? Coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
So we're after a golden dragon's claw. That's going to become fairly useful and interesting to know.
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, the sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Cool, but you're a trader. What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk.
Yep.
Me, I call them treasure.
So, what have you got? Don't know why we want a child's doll, but let's have a look at... First, let's sell off all the extra weapons we've got. So we've got 2 iron daggers. That's only 3 gold. Keep the iron greatsword, because it does loads of damage. And we've got the iron mace. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of at least one of the war axes. And 3. Let's keep hold of one of everything, weapons wise. So that's got us some money. We got some apparel here. So we hide boots and the same armor. Get rid of the fur boots. Get rid of that so it's not in our inventory. Want the gauntlets. I'm going to get rid of the shield, so that's just more money. Imperial light boots, hide boots. Going to get rid of the hide boots. Want to keep those. Rough spun's tunic's not worth anything, so let's just get rid of it. And all of these Stormcloak cuirasses. So we've now got 300 gold, so we're looking up. We've got loads of those. We're going to need all of that. We could... Gentleman's Guide to Right Run. Let's keep all of that. Books don't really weigh a lot. And we've got any miscellaneous. We're going to need all of that. So let's see what Lucan Valerius has for sale. Has he got any groovy weapons? Steel sword? Meh. Not really. He's got hide armor, which is not as good as what we're wearing. We could... Yeah, it's not... Books. So now here we're looking at, you know, ooh, stuff like that. Yeah. We're going to leave the spell books for the moment. We can always come back and get them, but I'm wanting to maintain our pool of gold. Have we got anything really interesting? Yeah, it's a bit too rich for our blood. Quite why we want a girl's yellow dress is weird. And he's got glass for some reason. I'm pretty sure that those are all... You know, it's all too rich for our blood right now, but we are only level 1. And we are going to come back for some spells. But we're gonna get out of here now. So we've offloaded everything that we don't need. And we've still got like a hell of an arsenal of weapons. So let's have a look. We're going to take a couple of these.
Within reason, of course.
And we're going to have a look at improving things like the iron, the swords that we're using and stuff like that. So we're going to... Let's just stop for a minute. And before we do that, because all these weapons are iron, so they're not as good as steel weapons. So we're going to use the tanning rack to get some leather strips together. I'm going to make some leather. Let's create this item. Yep. And we're going to create some leather strips. And we're going to get some, create some more leather strips and some more leather. How many? I'll get some more leather strips together. Because leather strips are important in making armour. So we're good. I'll create some more leather. Okay, so we're done. So we've got leather now. And we're going to pull a total sneaky. And take all of these. And we're going to go over to the forge and use that. Iron. Banded iron armour. That would be a bit of an upgrade. But we can't make it. Studded leather would also be, but we'd need corundum. Whatever that is. Let's tab out of that. Let's go in and have a look again. Jewellery, don't really want to make any of that. Leather, iron. So at the moment we can make some iron boots. So let's do that. That'll give us an increase in our armour rating. Create those. And we'll come out of that. And it seems that we can't actually create... The more we use a forge, the more our forge skills go up. So we're going to go back and swipe these iron ingots. And let's see. So we could upgrade our fur gauntlets. Let's do that. And craft that. Let's improve that. So our fur gauntlets are better. We've got Imperial light armour. Which we can sort out. Let's improve that. Gives us iron boots. Let's ignore those for the moment because they only go up by 1. And let's go back and see if we can use the grindstone. So what would we... I think we probably want to improve the iron greatsword. That gives us an extra few points of damage. And I'll go for the iron ingots as well. So that's used up all the materials that we've wandered around and randomly stolen. So we've upgraded everything. We're a bit better armoured. And yeah. So, that's about everything we can do here that I can think of. So if we now go into our items, and it's no good if you're not wearing it. So let's look at our apparel. We've got Imperial Light Armour on. We'll add the Imperial Boots. Or is it the Iron Boots? Let's add the Iron Boots and the Fur Gauntlet. So we haven't got a helmet as yet, but our armour rating is now 46, which is a whole hell of a lot better. You know, our weapons are improved. So our greatsword does a lot more damage, and the iron sword, and you know, so that's basic improvement. This is how the system works. So you gradually improve all your stuff. So we could go to the Jarl of Whiterun, or we could go for a bit of an explore. So that's basically, hopefully, everything. You know, the game mechanics sorted, wander around, kill stuff, solve quests and stuff. We haven't solved a quest yet. So if we go into our journal, we've got a couple. We've talked to Alvor in Riverwood, and he's asked us to go and talk to the Jarl or the Lord of Whiterun. And we've got another quest here: retrieve the golden claw stolen by bandits camped in Bleak Falls Barrow. And you remember that big thing that we saw overlooking Riverrun? That was Bleak Falls Barrow, and we're going to have to go there whatever we do. It's a good quest. And we've got a miscellaneous quest of joining the Legion. So we probably need to go with that one. Or we could go away and fight in Bleak Falls Barrow, which I guess would be a little bit more tutelage in the way things work. So I think that we'll leave off going and talking to the Jarl of Whiterun, and I think we'll go for retrieving the Golden Claw. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Because I think these things are better short rather than longer, and this is a natural end to it. So thanks for watching, it's appreciated, and we'll get on with more Skyrim in the next episode. Brilliant.